Alright, today I'm going to talk about why I think animals do not belong in an animal shelter and why I think humans need to take on the responsibility of giving an animal slash a pet a home and not just taking an animal to a shelter. I'll hit key points like bonds between the animal and its owner and what happens to a pet when it goes to a shelter and what humans can do to take that responsibility and help an animal out instead of just taking it straight to a shelter. Well, I'll start off by saying a pet gets attached to its owner after a certain amount of time being with that owner, and it takes a heavy toll on the animal when it's separated from the owner. When a pet is dropped off or an animal is dropped off at a shelter, um, first of all, they're scared because it's an unknown area and they don't know anybody there. There's a lot of the animals that have been there longer than them. It's a loud environment. It's a cold environment. They're in concrete floors, concrete walls, chain link gates. Um, they never get to go outside unless somebody volunteers to come and walk them and just spend time with them because nobody ever does. They only get fed once a day. They are forced to use the bathroom in their cage, which I know we all know would suck. Some actions we can take so as many animals don't end up in shelters. When we don't want an animal anymore and we just end up having to get rid of our pet, we can find another home for the pet instead of just taking it to the shelter. We can help stray animals that we see on the side of the road. We can find them homes. We can give them a home. You can even foster animals that are already at the shelter so they don't have to be there until somebody comes and picks them up, if somebody ever does come pick them up. So there are a few things that we can do to try and help animals out so they don't sit in the shelters. Some animals sit in the shelters for years and they even die in the shelters. The shelters eventually will have to kill the animals because they won't be able to afford to keep up with all of them after a certain amount of time. Well, today I've talked about a few things, how we can help animals, how animals and pets attach to their owners, and what the pets go through when they're dropped off at a shelter. So I hope I got through to somebody, and I hope somebody takes action to help animals and help our pets in the future.